ladies and gentlemen, the final episode of the critically acclaimed, internationally known, maybe guaranteed to be 8,006% Diddy free. So, this is my life now podcast in 2024. Y'all didn't let me finish. It's December 31st, guys. Rooster here, obviously, headed my ass home. I am on the road already. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Boy, we skated. It is New Year's Eve. If I did the right thing that I want to do, I might edit this when I get home today, post it up and schedule it for early tomorrow morning. Y'all get a dose of me on New Year's Day. I am off tomorrow, but I don't feel like doing that shit tomorrow. Headed home. It is 4 o'clock. Apparently, we were closed at 3 o'clock. My branch was the only branch, and Boss Man found this out in a meeting around 2:30 that our branch was the only branch in the country that didn't have a holiday schedule. I said, what? So he called me up, like on my phone machine, because, he doesn't like to use the walkie-talkie. He called me up and says, just so you know, we're closing in 10 minutes. I was like, all right, bye. Happy New Year. But I think I mentioned in the Christmas episode that Israel's on vacation now. He comes back on Monday. Today is Tuesday. He comes back next week, Monday. So I'm the dude, right? So he calls me for fucking everything. So I got to let the boys know, let the kids know. Let's finish this up. Let's wrap up X, Y, and Z and go home. We were officially closed at 3 o'clock. The doors were locked to the public. Whatever customers were in the building, that's a CSR problem. They got handled. My guys, we finished up the one truck that we have to load today to go out Thursday and pull another truck that's going to be an outside carrier for Thursday morning at 6 a.m. That's a Thursday morning at 6 a.m. problem. It'll be mine, though, because I'll be there. Finish all that stuff paperwork-wise, secured all the doors, all that good stuff, and skated. Okay? From yesterday to now, 5 different dudes asked me, because, again, I'm the dude, if we were going to close early like we did for Christmas. Now, for Christmas, it was posted, like it was already planned. We're closing at 2 p.m. the Tuesday before Christmas. We didn't have that for New Year's, for today. I mean, yesterday, if you're watching this on New Year's Day. Continuity, okay? Put the definition right there. Continuity, kids. So I'm like, I don't think so. I don't believe we are. But, and I passed this by Tom first. I said, listen, if we're really slow and trucks are done and everything that needs to be done is all the way finished, because I don't want to do Tuesday work, on Thursday, I don't mind if the kids leave. Like, I'll stay till 5 o'clock. Again, I'm the dude. I got to do stuff like that. He's like, okay, that sounds good. Cool. The goal was to finish up everything, absolutely everything, and then we'll all leave. Like, we'll trickle off one at a time. I can, release them one at a time, which is cool. And then Tom comes to me with this news. Hey, we're closed. I said, okay, bye. I already said that. But we're doing good. It's been a hell of a year, boys. I'm not going to lie. Like, life-wise, experience-wise, just a hell of a year. If you're having a good New Year's, drop in the comments. Let me know about it. If you're not, drop in the comments. Let me know about it. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you didn't subscribe in 2024, as right now we're in the future, it's 2025. We're not. It's the Tuesday before. It's December 31st right now. Subscribe, okay? All kinds of stuff has been happening to me and for me. Too beefy, for beefy. And it's been an experience. It has been a year. Overall, not terrible, right? Nobody died. A couple hell scares. I actually got sick. Like, what? How does that even happen? That never happens. I got sick like one time for like 24 hours, and I was a baby about it. She took care of me because she knows what to do. She's sick all the damn time, so she knew exactly how to take care of my BS. But overall, not a bad year. I wouldn't call it bad. There were times where it was a bit shit. Not gonna lie to you. Just like I said, with the hell scares and stuff, because I'd never been married before. I never had to, not had to, but I never really devoted my life to one person for, and, an indeterminate amount of time, because I don't know how long she and I are both gonna live. I feel like I have maybe 148,000 hours left. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but we're working on that stuff. God, what did it start with? Her hip surgery in February, right? That was a hip surgery, and then West Nile flare-ups. That's to be expected, according to her doctors. That's to be expected. And then the whole brain thing that kicked off in September of this year or last year. If I really did what I said I was gonna do, I can't keep up with the shit. In 2024, September 2024, when her brain stuff kicked off, and now we're in the next phase of that. Like we're working on different things toward that, like to alleviate that stress off her. She's actually streaming right now. I think she wants to do like a hella marathon one for New Year's. I am all for it. She texted me before I left. She's like, "You want to get pizza?" Fucking yeah, I do. Does this look like the body of a man that's ever said no to pizza? Stop it. I was like, hell yeah. She's like, is that okay? I'm like, hell yeah, that's okay. I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't even tell her that I was leaving early. Cox Roofing. Stop it. That's the name of that company. Cox Roofing. God damn. Hey, who's on your roof? Cox. No thanks. I bet everybody's trying to get home right now, staring at Cox Roofing. I get easily distracted. But overall, was not a bad year. I got into, and I've talked about it forever, pistol matches, shooting competition, USPSA. I did, I think, one IDPA, and it was not my jam. Just it's too slow for me, and I like to shoot fast. I like to go fast. I like to move fast. And when I say fast, I do mean for me. Fast for me. Like a little pep in my step, a little hitch in my giddy up. I don't mean like I'm running around like one of these kids out here. And I've seen these motherfuckers do it. I'm like, wow, okay. Y'all got that. But it's something that I wanted to do, and I got into it, and I really like it. But I know for a fact I will not be shooting a single match until April or May. Just because, like, today, right now, it went up to 30 degrees. I checked the weather before I got in the car. It went up to 30 degrees. When I got to work this morning, it was 18. When the kids got in, oh man, it's 22 degrees. I was like, oh, it got warmer. What? Yeah, guy, I'm here 2 hours before you. Stop it. I got into that. Got into some new. What the fuck are you honking at me for? This guy's turning. Dickhead. Did you hear him? You hear him honk at me? Piece of shit. And then now you're gonna get up behind me? I wish you would fucking follow me home, sir. Not for any, particular reason, officer. But I do have every right to defend my fucking self, especially on my property. Yeah, you're not honking now, jerk off. It's okay. It's okay. He was an asshole last year. He'll be an asshole this year. But overall, not a bad year. Very not a bad year. I'm working toward different things at work, and it's paying off for me now. Like especially in the from last week to all of this week. Israel's he's scheduled to come back on Monday, and I want him to continue leaving me to do the work that I've been doing while he's gone. Like my relationship with the boys, because they're newer, has changed. Like they came to me anyway, but then they always knew that they had him as a backup because he was on paper the boss. I want that to continue. Like I'll tell him, bro, you have a desk, you have an office. All due respect, respectfully, stay your ass in there. If I need you, I will call you. Tom talked to me about it today. He's like, you've been doing good. Keep that up. He's giving me like little insights and things like nudges toward the right answer. You know what I mean? Realistically, he's giving me the answers, but he can't make me do it. And I understand what he's saying. He can't make me implement these things. And I told him straight out, like, listen, I know you know more than me. That's why I go to you for X, Y, and Z things. I ask the questions I ask because I know you have an answer. And if you don't have an answer, I know that you're going to get an answer and give it to me for free. Put Tink right up there for free. So, I mean, hope is not a good plan, but hopefully things will work out in the next couple months. The company only really does promotions the same time they do raises, and that's in March. Don't know when in March, but in March. That's when all that stuff comes together. So probably for the rest of the night, I'm going to go in, I'm going to shower. I kind of want to eat, not late, like it's has it only been 10 minutes? It's 4:11 now. It's just hitting 4:11. Eat a little later. I might actually be working on this. So, so I'm having fun with the whole editings and thing. I got back into YouTube last year, whenever you're watching this in 2024, I got back into content creation, really. And it's not something that I like took completely off the table, but it's not something I really thought I would get back into on any like broad scale. But I am enjoying it. I am enjoying the shit out of it. And Beefy asked me yesterday, she's like, because it's Wondershare, it's Filmora that I'm using, and I pay the $20 a month for the assets and the the stuff and things. And she's, I see it on the bank statements a lot. Is that like a subscription? I was like, yeah, because realistic, like we're looking for stuff to realistically cut out that we don't use. Like I don't fucking use Hulu. As far as I know, she doesn't use Hulu. Like, just little things like subscriptions and things that you forget about. You sign up and you forget about stuff like that to save some money, because that's, more gooder. I'd like to get a new car this year, again, whenever you're watching it. But if it's not, feasible, if it's not in the stars or on the books, I'm cool with that. I like my little Yeep right here, my little Patriot. Go, fuckhead. Looking at me. Sorry. And I'll run it. I take care of this car. I've only put, less than 20,000 miles on it in the last 4 years since we've had it. So, just to, save some money. And I said, well, I use the hell out of it. The Filmora. She's like, yeah, no, you do. You use the absolute shit out of it. I'm on it a couple times a week. And I mean, when I say on it, I mean, like looking for new things, new ideas, and like how to use the actual program more efficiently. And I think I've noticed it. I'm not sure if other people have noticed it, like in the quality of the content that I'm putting out. I've noticed it, like things, the graphics I use and and audio and things like that I really try and work on. The mosaic over her face to keep kayfabe. Again, if you don't know what kayfabe is, put it right down there. So I use the shit out of it. She's like, yeah, we're going to keep that because you do use it. I'm glad I got back into content creation. Tink is glad I got back into content creation. Beefy's glad. Mammy has been a big part of it. She doesn't realize it. I'm not sure if she does, but she's like a character. She's her own character in any Rooster production. Right? Like who saw that coming? Hashtag Mammy Gang merch coming out 2025, maybe. I don't know. But just little things that you see people complain about, but guys, I got no gripes. I really don't. For me, sitting in my car, driving home, or if it's in the summer and it's bright enough, driving to work, or going to matches, or going to the range, or just doing dumb shit that I think is funny. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I get my creative juices flowing, and I get to express myself, the way I feel like it, the way I feel is appropriate for me. And it gets the job done. Like I scratched that itch, and I'm home now. I scratched that itch, and that's it. And I've said before, I'll say again, even if no one watched, I would still do it. But people are watching, right? 2024 for that kind of stuff. And for her too, she got back into streaming, and I'm pointing like you can see her. She's in the house. She's right there. She got back into streaming and just took off. We hadn't really talked about like what the expectations were for her going back to streaming. She wasn't even sure she wanted to do it full time, but now, like again, with the whole health thing and her brain stuff, full time is what's feasible right now. It's what she can do, which is outstanding. And I'm not saying overnight success, because she and I were both in that sphere before. And it took a whole lot of work to get to the level that we were at. And I think, and I'm not speaking biased because I'm her husband and I'm supposed to, and I signed the papers, so I gotta. I think like she's transcended where she was before. And like it's a completely different thing. VTubing, like what the shit is that? And she's doing really well with it. And like I like the YouTube stuff that I'm doing. Like, I got other hobbies and I record them and I cut them together. And like even the editing, that's a hobby. To coincide with, say, like shooting USPSA, that's a hobby. So I incorporate them and I learn new things and I do new things and I get out of my comfort zone and I interact with other people, which is, who wants to do that shit? But I do. And 2024 was a really good year for that. Yeah. You guys have an absolutely outstanding new year. I don't want to hear any of this new year, new me shit, especially from Jason, because he would be the first one after hashtag Mammy Gang in the comments. He would put new year, new me. No, no, I want you to stay the way you are. All right, I don't want to hear none of this new year, new me shit, and then you're gonna renege on it in 3 months. I don't mean Jason, I mean fucking everybody. You're not gonna hear new year, new me out of me. That's for fucking sure. Believe me, if you feel that I wronged you in 2024, you better apologize to me because I'm amazing. Okay. Thanks for watching. The sun is starting to set like on my face right over here. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support and all the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, the shares. If you're not sharing this stuff, what are you doing? Share this stuff. 2024 was really good creatively, I think, for me, and I believe Beefy thinks so too. Again, I'm pointing like you can see her. I think she thinks so too, that when you can express yourself creatively, like get from, in here out to here, or whatever medium it is you're using, it's good for you. You feel productive. I don't like to feel unproductive. I can't do nothing. Like, Sunday was my day off. I was on the last 6 days before that. Sunday was my day off. I got up, we had breakfast, and I was like, I got to do something. And I went to the range, and I told the guys at the range, like, yeah, today's my day off, but I'm on the next 6 days. I could very well sit at home and either watch TV or play games or even record something for YouTube, but I need to be productive. I need to be doing something. So I went to the range, and I got a Coach gun because I grew up watching cowboy movies, blame Clint Eastwood. Okay, if you saw This Is My Boomstick on Instagram, because apparently TikTok doesn't like guns. It's fine. It's stupid, but it's fine. Yeah. 2025 should be hella interesting. Today is actually December 31st, but if you're watching this on January 1st, I appreciate it. Happy New Year. January 9th, if I make it, will be 14 years of consistent sobriety for me. So, be ready if I decide to, and I think I will. I feel like I will. I feel good in here. I feel good in here. I feel like I'm going to cut a hell of a promo on my sobriety journey. Not just, because like realistically, I'm not one of those like evangelical people. Like, I don't drink or do drugs anymore, so I don't want you to drink or do drugs anymore. And I say that because, and I think, look at me. We're practically family, okay? I say this, and I mean it from the very bottom of my heart. I don't give a shit what you do, okay? You're an adult on paper, all right? You're going to do what you're going to do. It doesn't affect me. As long as I'm not doing it. Bro, did you see the sun just disappear? As long as I'm not doing it, that's what's important to me. My wife never knew me when I was that guy. Mammy, her dad, nobody in Colorado, nobody on this side of the whole fucking country ever met me or knew me as that guy. And it's my job to stay vigilant. It's my job to ensure that they never do. Okay, but that's topic for a whole nother discussion. Guys, Happy New Year. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for making my 2024 creative journey, I think, a massive success, right? Let's see what's to come in 2025. Again, watch out for the next episode. I want to say that'll be episode 19? I lost count, of the critically acclaimed, internationally known, at least a little bit Diddy Free. So This Is My Life Now podcast. That's it for 2024. I will see you in 2025. And until the next one, as always, Rooster says, see ya.